Good morning. We're here in Sinister, Ohio, and we're getting ready to start A squad for the regional. We have the PBA Coldwater coming up this weekend for the national title, and since we're kind of going into Ohio and Virginia, that's pretty far away, PBA has decided to run a regional this week before Coldwater, and then a regional next week before Virginia. So we have a lot of bowling coming up. We get qualifying today for Make the Cut. We bowl tomorrow. Practice starts for the national event on Friday, and then qualifying starts Saturday. So we should have 4 straight days of bowling. What is it, Wednesday? So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully 5. And the next week we're in Virginia. The pattern we're bowling on today is a lot like last week in Jonesboro, where it's hard. There's gonna be a lot of urethane, which is great for me because it gives me 8 games to work with it. We got a pitch black and a fast pitch. Update on those drillings. I've realized that I'm drilling my urethanes too weak. That's a little bit of the problem I'm having with the reaction. So coming up for the Coldwater stop, I'm gonna drill a couple urethanes. I'll keep you guys updated on the drillings. Basically, urethane cores are really small. They don't flare a whole lot, so you kind of need to drill them to flare. Outside of that, this is where the balls are hanging out this week. We got our own little double wide for the to store our balls in. And then this is community lanes. Here we go. Pinch one left, enough for it to like go Brooklyn, and then it just slides all the way down there. Enough for it to make God. Yeah, don't you hate that?
You like
hit
throw
the head pin, and then it just slides to a split, and you're like, damn it.
You're like, I have more room than I thought.
So then the next shot, I open again somehow, and then 2-pin strike, wash out, pocket 7-10, strike 9.
Not a bad game.
I mean, yeah, it was all right.
Couple bad breaks.
So if you look, I'm in 8th. All right, we're in 8th.
We're in 8th.
It's pretty good.
Not bad.
You just suggested ball to Brad.
Yeah.
He feels like he needs to strike.
Yeah.
So it better strike.
I'm pretty confident.
Do you think he's going to come back pissed in the desert?
Yeah, maybe. He'll be all right though. He'll get over it.
I don't think he'll come back pissed because I think it's going to strike.
We got Did you get in, Aaron?
Yeah, I think so.
You got in the cut?
I think so, yeah.
What'd you get to?
90 over.
Wow, dude.
What about you?
30 under, or 30 over. I went 70 under my last 2.
Just got a yam on it, you know?
Dude, I know.
6th arrow. That's where it's at.
Is that what you were
Starting
doing?
tomorrow. Yeah.
That's where you're starting tomorrow, 6th arrow?
Yeah, why not?
You
I'm
won't.
just going to... Well, you know, maybe
You'll be the only guy. You and Maldy maybe. Maldy might start there. You guys are similar.
I mean, similar builds. I got a little height on him, so.
All right, well, good bowling, man.
Thanks.
All right, so we got a fan. What's your name?
Marcus Rabel.
Marcus Rabel. Are you from here?
I'm from Slime, Ohio.
Is that close to here?
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes away.
Do you bowl in this center?
Okay, squad, that concludes your
What's your average?
8 games of qualifying. The 2020 PBA Ernst
Who are you
Apparel
most excited to
Central
watch?
Open. If you have not done so already, please
Everybody in the house?
Pretty much.
add
You
up
watch
those
the
score
videos?
sheets, get them signed, and
The
turn
man.
them in
It was nice
to
meeting
the
you.
tournament office.
Dude, I feel like you. I feel like you stay calm so well. How do you do it?
I do?
Yeah.
Me?
Like, externally, you're cool as a cucumber. Internally, you're probably fried potato, but.
Yeah, I got a little turned up in this squad. Internally, not externally. But things weren't exactly going my way in the middle part of the block when my ball was doing this.
480?
Yeah. I think
Sloan shot 480 for 3.
in the middle part.
The middle part.
I bowled 610, 480, and then 420 for a cool minus 60 or 70. So that doesn't add up to enough.
Yeah, I know. I went the opposite. I was doing good, and then I went 70 under the last two. I'm not gonna make the 16, but I'm just praying I get a check.
What you have?
36 over.
Oh, okay, that's gonna get a check.
You think it's gonna get a check?
gonna get a check.
Okay.
I hope I don't.
We don't know.
Yeah, no bad juju, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna get a check.
B squad could come in and reg it. Interesting. It's raining outside. The approaches are already really tacky, and the humidity in here. Even some of the AC units were leaking on the approach.
That's pretty bad.
I got a little clip of that.
Down.
Yeah, Butters went down
hard.
So a couple guys on the squad are actually thinking about withdrawing because of the humidity and the approaches being so tacky. So I think that's playing in my favor for a check.
So in game 1, me and Cooley looked at each other because we were on the end pair and they were really bad down there. That was where the AC was kind of leaking. And in game 1, me and Cooley both looked at each other and we were like, I think we could possibly WD. And then obviously we didn't. We were like, no. We were like, it'll be fine. Just man up and get through it. And then they got really bad down that end, like just the approaches. And then made the flip, they were fine.
Yeah,
it wasn't
they
too
were
much
fine.
of an issue. But yeah.
But B squad's got a handful, so we'll keep you updated. We're gonna go home, change, and then come back. They're doing a barbecue and have a beer.
Yeah.
All right, new segment from the back of the car and the sunglasses. We're gonna go into 3. I want to show you guys 3 shots. There's some progress. You guys liked the analysis I did last week on the urethane and stuff. We made some progress this week. I want to get into that with 3 videos. But first, before I do that, I want to let you guys know the month of August. Listen, best coaching deal you can find. For an entire year, just for the month of August, you can get 25% off our annual membership, which is normally $500. It is now $375. So for $375, you get a year's worth of coaching and any Storm, Roto, Global, Bowling Ball you want shipped directly from Storm. So for $375, you get a year's worth of coaching. What happens is you sign up, we'll find you, and we'll get you into the private Facebook group. Once you're in the private Facebook group, you can post literally whatever you want, questions, videos, concerns about other community members. When you post, you'll have other community members posting and giving you insight, and each person has their journey, and it's just a really cool, I think it's like the future of coaching, everybody together. It's me, Kyle, and then Kyle's coach, Coach Daniel, who is phenomenal. He's been coaching forever. He just has an eye for things Kyle and I don't, and Kyle and I have an eye for certain things that we see out here. So it's a fantastic platform. $375. Seriously, guys, it's the best coaching deal you can find. I promise. And you get a ball. So I want to let you guys know that. Description, or I'll put the link down in the description below. Join us. We'd love to have you. Okay, let's get into the progress. So I'm gonna show you guys a shot. First, I was throwing urethane on this shot, and I saw something interesting, and this is a problem I've had a lot, is my hand's in a better spot. It's more on the inside, it's more under it. I'm using my legs a little more in this shot, so all those things are great, but I missed left on the shot. And I missed left on the shot because of the amount of force that I had with my follow through. And I was, I got my hand here, I'm using my legs more, I'm not popping up as much. But the key to getting the ball to go to the right, I know a lot of you guys want to hook the ball more, the key to getting the ball to the right is less effort with the follow through. The more you try and throw the ball down the lane with your upper body, arms in general, the less ability you're gonna have to get it going to the right quicker. And then if you do get it going to the right quicker, it's never gonna recover because your follow through is forced. So this shot, you can kind of see that it's still a little uncomfortable. I'm not totally comfortable just coming out of the ball softly, letting it feed to the right. That's why my miss is down lane. And then that's why That shot didn't strike. Moving on, next shot, this was a couple games later, going into the 10th frame, I have a double. I'm throwing it great. I'm like in 3rd place at this point, you know, I've got one of the better looks, and I was the one who threw urethane probably the most. I made it to like middle of game 4 or even game 5. Most people got out of urethane before that, so just shows you I'm getting a little better, and people were kind of wanting to do what I was doing with urethane for the first time in a while. So progress on that. But this game, going up in the 10th, I'm throwing an IQ Tour, hooking it, and it's just a great shot. It 4-pinned and it didn't strike, and that's because like when you're battling from the depths, rarely everything goes right. You know, you're still, you know, you just, you know, you got to keep pounding on the door, and those 4 pins will trip one day. So, but it was a great progress. I'm using my legs, I'm lower at the line, I'm getting through the ball well. That's sort of how I was throwing it back in the day when I was bowling really good a couple years ago. This next shot was the last game. It was the second shot. I'll show you 2 shots. One overhooked on this left lane. It was the last game. I'm lofting it. If you notice when I'm trying to loft it, I am using my legs a little bit more, but I'm still popping up. And if you have the issue of popping up already, if you already like to do that, lofting is going to be incredibly difficult, because how are you supposed to do it consistently? And usually when you get to that part of the lane and you're lofting, there's a pretty fine line you got to hit. So I still got to work on that. If we notice this ball hooks, it's just way too much upper body movement and too much force with the follow through as well. I'll show you this next shot. Second ball in the 10th, I struck the first one, but the second ball was pretty close as well, and it 2-8-10s. And I came back and I asked Prather, you know, was that shot really that bad? And he's like, yeah, you just missed it at the bottom. And I'm just like, because I want to get to a point where if I miss it just a little bit, it still has a chance to strike. It doesn't just split every dang time. So that was a little deflating. The last 2 I went, you know, I missed the cut, and you know, if I'm any kind of decent right now, there's no reason for me to miss this cut. So, but that's okay, we got to check, and we are definitely in the right direction, and our hand and our release and our game and our mind and everything is trending definitely in the right direction. So thank you, the PBA, for putting this regional on. Thank you, Minister Lanes, you guys are fantastic. Tough part about bowling alleys is the humidity. There was some sticky approaches and some leaking from the AC units. It's just absolutely nothing you can do. This is their first time running a regional, and so I hope they weren't too stressed about it. You know, I'm sure we'll be back and they'll figure out, but it's just, being a proprietor is so hard, especially when we have the best bowlers in the world. It's like you want everything to go smoothly, and it rarely does. So I just want to say thank you to Minister Lanes, Community Lanes. You guys are fantastic. Just this general section in Ohio, great. Looking forward to Coldwater. That's it. Packy is in there bowling. I'm gonna go watch him, and hopefully he bowls well. Hope you guys are loving these vlogs. Thank you, Storm, for everything. Turbo, bowlerdepot.com if you want some bowling balls online. Those are all just great, fantastic companies and people, and thanks for all the support you give us, and thank you guys for watching these videos. I hope you guys are enjoying them. We got Coldwater next, and then a Virginia Regional, and then a Virginia trip. Staying with a buddy of mine that you guys are gonna meet in Virginia, so all is good, man. All is great. Grinding, bowling, getting better, just like a lot of you guys. We'll see you later.